Well, maybe he's watching right now. Hi, Dan.
Everybody, welcome to SC with Jay and Natasha, filling in for Dan, who hopefully he's sleeping or doing something fun on his week of vacation, or 3 weeks of vacation, apparently.
Yeah, first of all, he has more vacation than anyone since Duffy at this network. Secondly, all he seems to be doing is watching this show and offering critiques.
Oh.
So he's sending us a lot of texts. Yeah, he's a bit of an armchair quarterback.
You should have his feet up somewhere. You should be eating bonbons, relaxing, watching the Sunday Nighter.
Tim, we're going to need a shot of Dan eating bonbons for later in the show, because just the visual of that is pretty exciting to think about.
I could see him watching the Bucks game.
Yeah, Bucks and Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Little Brady, little Mahomes, little old guard, little new guard. I love that idea. Let's check it out, shall we? From Sunday, Tom Brady, a 2-1 head-to-head record against Mahomes. Mahomes has been better in terms of numbers over those 3 games. And he was also better on Sunday. Now, that's Jim Nantz on CBS. Nantz wants Romo money. Mahomes to Tyreek Hill, 75 yards, longest passing play for the Chiefs this season. Kansas City jumps up to a 10-0 lead. Minute 40 to go, first quarter. Yeah, that's Nantz again. Once again, he wants Romo money. 75-yard TD strike, followed up with a 44-yard catch and score. Hill hauled in 203 receiving yards in the first quarter. Third quarter, Mahomes to Hill again in double coverage. Makes a difficult grab look easy, and then at the 20, Mahomes. Hill will haul in his 3rd TD of the game. Tyreek Hill, 269 receiving yards, 3 touchdowns. Chiefs are up 17 heading into the 4th. You're thinking this is a blowout? Actually, no. Hold on. 4th and 3 in the 4th quarter to keep the drive going. Brady to his star wide receiver, Mike Evans, for the touchdown. So now the lead is cut to 10 on a beautiful throw by Tom Brady. Then with just over 4 minutes to play, Brady again to Evans, 3rd touchdown pass of the game. That cuts the lead to just 3. Bucks have no timeouts, though. Got to contain Mahomes, got to contain Hill. 2nd and 6, just over 3 minutes to go. Mahomes will scramble for the first down, so smart, slides inbounds, keeps the clock moving. And then just over a minute to go, Chiefs facing 3rd and 7. Mahomes steps up and finds Hill just across the first down marker to seal the win. Mahomes throws for 462 yards. 3 touchdowns, and yes, this time, Tom Brady does go out and shake his hand. He was asked why he didn't shake Jared Goff's hands last week, or just his one hand. I suppose he could have answered because we're in a pandemic, but he maybe didn't think about it at that particular time. By the way, Mahomes threw for 359 yards in the first half alone, most by a player in the first half over the last 40 years.
Chargers and Bills, Justin Herbert and Josh Allen each having great seasons. They have nearly identical numbers this year. First Buffalo drive, Allen drops back, finds a wide open Dawson Knox for the manger. Knox's first touchdown of the season. And the Bills open the scoring. But Herbert responds immediately, finding Keenan Allen for the 5-yard score. Herbert and Allen connecting for a touchdown for a 5th straight game. 2nd quarter, the Bills digging into their bag of tricks. Allen hits Cole Beasley, who finds Gabriel Davis in the end zone. Beasley's first career touchdown pass. And the Bills are up 17-6 at the break. 3rd quarter, Bills knocking on the door again. Allen keeps, and he'll head to the pylon, just getting in on the corner for the touchdown. Allen's 23rd rushing TD since 2018, the most among all quarterbacks. Picks up an unsportsmanlike penalty for spinning the ball after. Let's go to the final minute. Chargers down by 10 with no timeouts. 4th and 27 from their own side of half. Herbert avoids the sack. On the run, loads up and launches a Hail Mary. Multiple Bills in the area, and yet Johnson comes down with it. My goodness, the Bills were burned by a last-second Hail Mary against the Cardinals in their last game. But instead of stopping the clock, the Chargers decide to run the ball. Austin Eckler is denied by the Bills D. A curious play call there from Anthony Lynn as the Chargers run out of time. The Bills, they improve to 8-3.
Well, you may not know the name DeForest Buckner, but the Colts defensive lineman is largely responsible for his team being third in the NFL in run defense, which set up a potentially intriguing matchup Sunday. Buckner against Titan star running back Derrick Henry. One problem, Buckner went on the COVID list this week and did not play. But Henry did. Oh, did he ever. First place in the AFC South was on the line. Henry leading the league in rushing going into this game. First quarter. Takes the toss from Ryan Tannehill. Stiff arms 300-pound D lineman Taylor Stallworth and picks up the first down and more. But he was just getting started. Tannehill later in the drive, swing pass to Henry, and he will find the end zone. This is actually ruled a rushing touchdown. Henry's 10th of the year. Second quarter after Henry's second TD run of the game made it 21-14 Titans. Henry with another huge pickup. This is a 31-yard gain. And we're still in the same drive. You got a big crowd. Henry, third career game with 3 or more rushing touchdowns. They've all come against division rivals. We're going back to week 5 now because the Titans were taking on the Bills. Ryan Tannehill ran in for the touchdown. Has to do the
unbelievable first half.
I guess the jump man celebration, the finger roll, lands awkwardly, laughs about it. Back to Sunday, Titans at the goal line. Everyone's thinking he's going to go to Henry. He runs it in himself and then successfully executes the finger roll celebration. Though the ball does land on Tannehill's head as it comes down. We really broke this one down extensively for you, and we hope you appreciate that. Tannehill has a good laugh. Henry, 178 yards on the ground, 3 scores.
I definitely did.
140 rushing yards in the first half alone, most by any player in the first half since Saquon Barkley in Week 14 of 2018. It is the third time Henry had 3 rushing TDs in a contest in his career.
On to the Panthers and Vikings. We'll pick it up early in the third quarter. Kirk Cousins is stripped. Jeremy Chin recovers and brings it back for his first career touchdown. And he wouldn't have to wait long for his second. On the very next play, in fact, Dalvin Cook loses the ball. Chin scoops it up again. There he is. Comes up a pile and scores another TD. He's the first player with 2 fumble return touchdowns in the same game in 72 years. He ties an NFL record with Fred Dippy Evans. Chin doing it on back-to-back plays. Let's jump to late in the fourth. Vikings down by 3 and getting the ball back. But Chad Beebe muffs the punt, and the Panthers recover in the end zone. The red zone, excuse me. Minnesota would hold them to a field goal, keeping them down just 1 score. The Vikings now in the 2-minute drill, where Beebe gets a chance for redemption. First, Cousins hits him with a quick pass, then he hangs on this time. That will move the chains. On the ensuing play, Cousins connects with Kyle Rudolph for another first down, setting the stage for Beebe. Just minutes after appearing to cost his team the game, Beebe hauls in the winning touchdown. It is the first TD of his NFL career. A nice catch at that as the Vikings win a wild one.
Come on! Come on! Let's go! Let's go! That's a big time play!
Vikings win 28-27.
First NFL touchdown.
Let's go to the Bears and Packers. NFC North rivalry. Game number 201 between these two rivals.
The opposite side.
Bears have been struggling coming in. Aaron Rodgers has a lot of time here in the first quarter to throw and find Devontae Adams for his 11th receiving touchdown of the season. Adams passing sterling sharp for the fastest Packer to reach 500 receptions. Mitch Trubisky started for the first time since week 3 when he was benched for Nick Foles. Foles now out with an injury. Bless you, whoever just sneezed in the studio. Hopefully you've been tested. Second quarter, Trubisky looking end zone. Throws in a double coverage, picked off by Darnell Savage. Bears have lost 4 straight coming into this one. Next drive, Rodgers back foot, Alan Lazard. How about that throw? 3 TDs for Rodgers in the first half, 20-3 Green Bay. It is Mike Tirico on the call on NBC. Al Michaels with a bye week, they're calling it. 27-3 Packers. Trubisky added another interception in the second half. New milestone for Rodgers in the third quarter. Touchdown number 4. This is to Robert Tonyan. And with that pass, Aaron Rodgers becomes the 11th quarterback to throw for 50,000 yards. Green Bay blew a big lead to Indy last week. No problem here. Packers lead the NFC North by 3 games thanks to the victory. Hey, watching Jay and Dan. This week, our special guest host is Natasha Stanishevsky. Natasha Stanishevsky, easy for me to say. And this show is brought to you by McDonald's. And that is Kyler Murray and Cam Newton. They faced each other for the first time on Sunday. Cards and Pats. Newton takes a hit on this pass that's picked off by Marcus Golden. One of Newton's 2 interceptions in this one. His first in 5 games, though. Cards would punch it in 3 plays later to take an early lead. Now tied at 10. Kyler Murray's pass is intercepted. 9th INT of the year. Off the hands and into the arms of the Patriots. Murray just 170 passing yards in this one. 2nd fewest for him this season. This one tied under 2 to play. Cardinals kicker Zane Gonzalez. He's wide right. Cards haven't beat the Patriots since 2012. Cliff Kingsbury. This one is tied, so it's Cam Newton. Game-winning drive, little MVP magic, 3rd and long. He's going to run it himself. He's going to take a huge hit here. But it is a first down, so the Patriots in field goal range. No time on the clock. That's right, Nick Folk, 50-yarder. New England survives. They improve to 5-6 and keep themselves in the playoff hunt.
On to the Niners and Rams. San Fran has been decimated by injury this season, but a couple of big names returning for this one. Deebo Samuel back after missing 3 games with a hamstring injury. First quarter, there he goes, takes off down the sideline for a huge gain. San Fran lost all 3 games that Samuel missed with that injury.
Since week 7 with a hand.
Same drive, Raheem Mostert gets the edge, and he will take it in from 8 yards out. Mostert out since mid-October with an ankle injury. He makes an impact in his return, his first TD since September, and the Niners take the lead. Now 17-6 in the 3rd. Aaron Donald strips Mostert. Troy Hill recovers for their 25-yard scoop and score. Huge play by Donald, a 2-time Defensive Player of the Year. As the Rams cut the deficit to 4, they would come back to take the lead. We are now tied with less than 2 minutes to go. On 3rd down, Nick Mullins hits Samuel. He sheds a defender and takes it into Rams territory. Samuel, 11 catches for 134 yards in his first game since October 25th. Not bad. Later in the drive, Robbie Gould looking for his 18th game-winning kick.
It's up there. It's out there. It's good! And the 49ers beat the division-leading Rams on the final play.
The Niners complete the upset, 23-20, and Sean McVay not happy with his team's turnovers.
All right, now we're walking.
We're walking.
Hey, Natasha, we've never had this before. We have a sponsor for our walkover clock, and like a real one. We always have the fake fun ones.
Right.
But now
That's
it's
right. I remember the fake ones.
That's right here. It's the $1 any size coffee all week. At McDonald's across Canada. McCafe is our sponsor.
November 30th to December 6th. Oh my goodness, it's almost December already.
Well,
can you believe it?
Get to McDonald's. Get that coffee.
That's right. We run out of time if you don't hurry.
Exactly. Whew. Seems like it's a lot of stress, this show.
It's a little bit hot in here as well, and I'm sitting on the other side now. I'm a little discombobulated. When I filled in for you,
right.
on that side.
Right. Never thought about that.
Everything.
Did we clean that chair for Natasha after Dan used it?
Well, Jermaine was in here last week, right?
That's
so
true.
Hopefully it's clean.
But we
for
gave him
him
a separate chair because he requested it. He didn't want to sit in Dan's chair. It's a whole thing. Natasha, the Ravens' COVID numbers are out of control. They continue to rise. Another player tested positive for coronavirus on Sunday. It is the 8th straight day the Ravens have had at least one positive COVID-19 test. There are now 7 projected starters on the COVID list, including MVP Lamar Jackson. Some may be able to be removed from that list prior to Tuesday's game against the Steelers. A lot of people wondering if this game is going to happen at all, but as of right now, that game on Tuesday will be on this network.
It's going to get very tricky if they can't play it on Tuesday, right? They have to extend the season by a week is one of the options.
And exactly, that's what people are saying. There's no time left, right? There's no bye weeks. There's nothing you can do, so they got to play it. And you have to believe if the Broncos play today.
Exactly.
You got to believe that game's going on Tuesday.
Get it going, yep. It wasn't all positive news for the 49ers. On Saturday, a new public health order in the 49ers' home county of Santa Clara prohibits the team from playing games at Levi Stadium for 3 weeks due to a surge of COVID-19 cases in the area.
I get it. They made that decision, and we got to deal with it. But for them to find that out through a tweet or a press conference where I have an entire plane coming up to me, I have all wives, everyone's girlfriends, everyone's family members, kids saying that what they heard there, are we going to be gone for the entire month of December? Are we going to be quarantined for 14 days when we get back? I mean, that's all we could talk about for the last 18 hours because we got no answers from them. And I was just very disappointed.
Wow. Okay, Shannon, not happy with the Santa Clara Public Health Department, I guess?
I mean, there's a few teams who've had to move around. A couple of the Toronto teams, right? Forced to go into different venues.
This would be a first for the NFL.
Yep.
And so they're looking at Dallas. I guess Jerry's like, sure, come play here. And they're looking at Phoenix as possible alternate venues. They're supposed to host the Bills next Monday night. The Jaguars, Natasha, fired their GM Dave Caldwell after they lost on Sunday. Their 10th straight loss of the season. Caldwell took the position in January of 2013. He has posted just one winning record. The Jags have lost 86 games since he was hired, tied with the Cleveland Browns for the most losses during that span. And Trent Baalke, the team's director of player personnel, will serve as interim GM.
None of the first-round picks made by Caldwell from 2013 to 2016 remain with the team. That is never a good sign.
Not just have they not worked out.
Right.
They're not even there anymore.
First-rounders, like how bad are you drafting and picking? And that's good.
It's the Jags.
The Charlotte Hornets have completed a sign and trade with the Boston Celtics for Gordon Hayward, where the Hornets send 2 second-round picks to Boston and create a $28.5 million trade exception for the Celtics, the largest in NBA history. Hayward signed a 4-year, $120 million deal with the Hornets after declining a $34.2 million deal, dollar player option with the Celtics.
And Boston was going to lose him anyway for nothing. So this, if you're a Celtics fan, you'll love this. And Nick Batum was waived by the Hornets to make room for him. Looks like he's going to sign with the Clippers. You're watching Jay and Dan on TSN, brought to you by McDonald's. Jags Browns. Cleveland's chief of staff, Callie Brownson, becomes the first woman to coach an NFL position group in a regular season game. She coached the tight ends on Sunday. Very cool. First quarter, second and goal, Baker Mayfield to Jarvis Landry. That's Landry's first TD catch of the season. Mayfield threw a pair of TD passes in this one. Fourth quarter, under 6 to play. Browns up by 8. Fourth and inches. Kareem Hunt. It's so close, they're going to bring out the chains. He's short. So Mike Glennon and the Jags still have life. Ensuing possession, Jags 4th and 10 at the Browns 25. Olivier Vernon gets to Glennon, but he's called for unnecessary roughness. That keeps Jacksonville's hopes alive again. They would score 3 plays later, but they need the 2-point conversion to tie. It's Glennon time. And I feel like he could have run that in. Browns make a huge stand. Cleveland wins their 3rd straight, pick up their 8th win of the season. Jacksonville, as we mentioned earlier, fired their GM after the game.
Who delivered? brought to you by McDelivery. Let's find out. Tyreek Hill, a monster game for the Chiefs, hauling in 13 catches for 269 yards, 3 touchdowns. 203 of those yards came in the very first quarter, which is incredible. The Chiefs picked up a big win in Tampa to move to 10-1 on the season.
Natasha, you've guest hosted a few times, and I know you're aware of how big this next segment is. Not just to us here at the show, but across the nation.
Yes.
It's the NFL Deeper Dive.
Across the nation.
People are talking about this. For instance, the New York Jets are 0-11 after their loss to the Dolphins on Sunday. And after the game, this guy, he is weird. Head coach Adam Gase, not happy when asked about calling plays again.
I didn't take over. We did this. We've done the same thing the last 4 games.
We were watching Dowell through the whole game. He wasn't doing anything. I mean, he was just standing there.
He tells me it's not hard. This is not hard. We go through it the drive before. Hey, these are the 3 plays. I do the third downs.
So what happens after the 3 plays when you have a series? Because we were watching one where Dowell was talking to Frank Pollock. He wasn't calling the plays. You were.
What part of the game was it?
I want to say that was the third quarter.
Yeah, when we got down, then I was trying to do some of the 2-minute stuff.
That's weird.
He doesn't even, he's so caught in a lie, and he can't talk his way out of it.
Yeah,
and
you're
it's
right.
just awkward for everybody.
Yeah. And remember what George Costanza said, it's not a lie if you believe it. So obviously he didn't even believe his own lie.
No, exactly. He looked like he was caught red-handed there. Man, the Jets, not good.
No.
In the Bills and Chargers game, referee Alex Kemp was trying to explain the ruling on the field when he was rudely interrupted.
After the play was over, personal foul number 13, that penalty is declined. Excuse me, thank you. During the play, holding.
Now, maybe he was a little upset because it looked like Bills DB Tre'Davious White was trying to take his job during the pregame. So I don't know about that, but that's that's good. You don't catch the refs talking on the mic often like that.
No, you
in the
don't.
NFL anyway, yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah, you just seem mildly annoyed there. Bills and Chargers combined for 14 penalties in that game, so maybe that was why he was so upset. He was
overworked.
busy.
Yeah.
He was too busy. He wanted to chill a little bit. Now, despite that loss in Buffalo Sunday, Chargers QB Justin Herbert rewriting the record book. The Oregon product threw for 300 yards again. He hits the mark for the 6th time this season and ties Andrew Luck for the most 300-yard games in their rookie season. Herbert also joins Patty Mahomes as the only quarterbacks to throw for 3,000 yards in their first 10 starts. And he's on the verge of more potential record-breaking numbers.
23 touchdown passes, just 4 back of Baker Mayfield's rookie records. That's unreal.
Wasn't even supposed to play this year.
No.
Wasn't supposed to play this year. Tyrod Taylor gets hurt, and he was just too good to take out. So good for the Chargers. They got a good one there.
Just 4 back. I like it. The Giants came away with a huge win over the Bengals Sunday, 19-17. With no other NFC East teams playing, New York had a clean shot at the top of the division, but it came at a cost as Giants QB Daniel Jones went down early in the 4th quarter with a hamstring injury. Reports say he could be out for a while, with sources saying it is, quote, pretty bad. The 23-year-old will have more tests on Monday to determine the extent of the injury. Here's that division that you were making fun of before, Jay, which, you know, everyone is making fun of right now.
I don't know if I'm making fun of it or just, I'm just pointing out that it's still winnable for everyone in the division.
It's really competitive is what you could say. It's the most competitive division there is.
It sure is. And by the way, no team has ever made the playoffs after starting 0-5. You know who started 0-5? The Giants.
There you go. There's
So
still a chance.
Believe, Giants fans. This has been Jay and Natasha's Deeper Dive. If producer Tim cared more, he would change these graphics to include you.
Yeah, I feel like we talked about this last time. I brought it up with Dan as well, but it doesn't happen around here.
It's interesting
Not
how
important
Tim,
enough, clearly.
maybe Tim doesn't care anymore. Coming up, the Jannies. Janny time. Giants and Bengals. New York opens the scoring with a touchdown. The Bengals would respond with a Brandon Wilson 103-yard kickoff return. I would stay running in the sunlight. He goes right to the shade. Bengals did come up just a little short Sunday against the Giants.
Chiefs Bucks. Tom Brady drops back to pass, trying to zip one into Mike Evans. Bounces it off a defender's helmet. Picked off by Tyrann Mathieu. Unlucky bounce for Brady. His Bucks lose at home.
Chargers Bills. Josh Allen pitches it to Cole Beasley. And Beasley will make the pass to Gabriel Davis. Buffalo's 8-3.
Panthers Vikings. Carolina punting up 3 late. Chad Beebe back to return. Calls for the fair catch, but can't catch it. Carolina recovers. Beebe would go from GOAT to hero, though, as he did score that game-winning touchdown in the final minute of the game, which you would have seen a few minutes ago if you were paying attention.
Chargers Bills late in the game. Justin Herbert will air it out.
Continues to look and launches it.
It's caught by Ty Johnson for 55 yards. If that looked familiar, it's because Kyler Murray completed a Hail Mary against the Buffalo defense just 2 weeks ago. This time, however, the Bills get the win.
Sunday nighter, Bears and Packers. Green Bay up big late in the second, but Darnell Mooney makes a great diving catch there. Not a lot of positives for the Bears recently. That was one, though.
Titans and Colts. Tennessee up 14 in the second. Phillip Rivers' pass should be an easy pick, maybe a pick 6, but Breon Borders drops it. Oh, Borders. Plus, your chain of bookstores went bankrupt in the States.
Titans and Colts late in the fourth. Indy down 12, going for the onside kick. Titans receiver A.J. Brown is on the hands team, and he shows why. Gone for the touchdown. Big win for Tennessee over Indianapolis on Sunday.
Yeah, I love A.J. Brown. Such a good player. What do we have left? Oh, we have a Movember update, just a couple more days. You're raising money.
I'm trying. Yes, I am.
We'll have that after this.
It is the worst. College hockey, Arizona State and Wisconsin. Sean Doogie looking to make a breakout pass that banks off of Sam Stang's skate and in. Stang, a 4th-round pick of the Detroit Red Wings in 2020. Well, he gets credit for that goal. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, it's the worst.
Well, how about the highlight of the night? We're going back to that Richmond-Kentucky game where Richmond upset 10th-ranked Kentucky. And it's Jacob Gilliard, the pick. Blake Francis, the layup. Blake Francis, incidentally, at one time was going by the name Frank Blake. Again, that joke was just for Brayden, our camera guy.
Well, it's
Movember.
By the way.
He enjoyed it.
Yeah.
For the entire month, we've been growing mustaches, and we've been raising funds. And Natasha, you've been raising funds as well.
Yes.
Very cool of you to do that.
It's a great cause. Yeah, we were trying to do 60 kilometers of running or walking.
Oh, wow.
During the whole month.
Okay.
That was the plan.
Doing this.
You're growing, but that's good. Am I supposed to point this stick at you now, or no?
But first,
sorry, I'm really excited to do.
No, I know. I appreciate your excitement about the stick, but I do want to point out Dan's first. Oh. It's hideous. What is even happening? It looks like he has he drank milk or something on one side of his face.
Yeah, like
what is going on there?
Over. It's not the same color all across.
What is happening? And there's a bathtub? He's going into the tub?
I like his sweater, though. That looks like a cozy sweater.
I think it's a robe.
Oh, yeah, it could be. It could be a robe.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, now it's my turn? Okay.
There we go.
Poke your eye out. Okay.
What do you think?
I mean, yours looks great. I was saying it's a lot trimmer than it has been in past years.
Yeah,
it used to be a little more unruly.
People have been saying that.
Yeah.
It's all about the fact that I have so much gray.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you just ferment it?
I can't do that. I've got too much integrity. Stanishevsky, you know that. We didn't blow anything. We had a perfect show.
Perfecto.
Yeah, we nailed it.
Excellent.
See you tomorrow.
Bye, everyone.
That one was a stretch. Okay.